Alright, I wanted to do another quick little update on the Barb tank. It kind of looks like shit right now because I have removed a lot of plants to start up a new Betta tank that I've got, a 10 gallon. But for the most part, it's still doing great. It just looks like hell. I chopped down the bacopa in the back because I needed some of it for the new Betta tank, and I figured, well, while I'm chopping it, might as well take it all the way down. It makes it branch out even better. Everything's happy. I took out a section of the hair grass right here to start the other tank, but it's already sending out runners from each side and filling in the gap. It's amazing how quick the will take over again, in the right conditions anyway. I chopped the top out of this cardinal plant over here, and you can see it purling from the cut. But I chopped the top out so it'd branch out better and look like a little tree underwater. Kind of like, sorry for moving you around so fast, kind of like this one over here. See how it branches out? I think it looks a lot better. Gives me a lot more leaves to fool around with. It's over here purling too, if I can zoom in enough so you can see it. I ended up taking off the moss ball out of the log right there because I did a peroxide algae treatment and it melted it. It melted everything except that one little spot right there that I missed. I didn't take it out. I forgot about it. Well, I didn't forget, I just overlooked it. The tiger barbs are hungry right now. You know, I'm right here, and normally if I'm sitting right here, I'll drop them in some food. Anyway, you might notice, if you've been watching the other videos, that that big bag of crushed oyster shell and crushed coral is missing. Well, I'm still using the crushed shell and coral, but in a different manner. You see, this big bag of crap right here was hanging in there and getting all in the way and getting dirty. It was hard to keep it clean, so I went with a different way. This is still good, by the way. I can still use it, but do it in a different way. And this is how I take it and I put it in the mortar and pestle right here, and then I crush it up into a fine powder. And all you need to do with this powder is add it to about a cup of the tank water. Stir it really, really, really good. No matter how much you stir it, it's not all going to dissolve, but you'll get a lot up in the water stirring it. And then you just dump it straight in the tank. Now if you try this, don't be surprised when it clouds the heck out of your water for about 15 minutes. But don't worry about it. It will clear up in about 15 minutes and look just this clear. I've been doing this for a little while now, and every time I do it, it always clears up just to be as clear as this right here. But that keeps my pH right at 7 no matter what, even though I'm running CO2. And you can see how I'm running my CO2 pretty damn fast. And I got 2 collection cups. I think I've showed that in the video already, but it keeps the plants happy and it keeps the pH dropping. So if you need to balance out your pH, that's the way to do it. And all I use, this stuff, is just this stuff that came from Tractor Supply. No, it comes from, you can get it at Walmart and you can get it at Tractor Supply. It's just shell grit and it's meant for chickens. Yes. That stuff right there. Anyway, it's mostly made out of calcium carbonate, which is an awesome natural pH buffer. Since my last video, I did notice a little bit of sclerosis, I think it's called. That's how you pronounce it. Anyway, iron deficiency in the cardinal plant, and meaning some of the leaves were turning a little yellow, even though there's plenty of fertilizer in the water. Now I use Osmocote Plus, but I found out from the Osmocote company that, well, the company that makes Osmocote, that the type of chelated iron that they sell in their product does not work in a pH of 7. It works in a pH of 6.5 or below. Well, that's kind of sucks. So I ordered, well, my wife ordered, because she knew I wanted it. Anyway, this stuff right here. It's for aquaponic systems, and everybody should know that aquaponic systems has fish in the water, so it's fish safe. It's 10% DTPA chelated iron, and it's guaranteed 100% effective from 6.0 to 7.5. I don't see any more yellow on my leaves anymore thanks to this product. And as a matter of fact, the cardinal plant, which is usually green, is turning red. You can see it right there. And once again, this is just a powder. I keep this, I ran around this with a little bit of electrical tape to keep it sealed, because this is a pound and you only need, I'll show you, for a 20-gallon aquarium every 2 weeks, you only need about this much. That's it. So as you can see, that pound of stuff is going to last me for freaking years, but I have to keep it, the moisture out of it. So I sealed it up with some electrical tape because that's what I had on hand. But that's how you keep it going. Everything's working great now. Sorry about the shaky camera. Kind of moving around a lot. Let's see if I can run in the next room right quick and show you the new Betta tank. Here we go. Alright, here we are. Got the new Betta tank set up. This is a 10-gallon aquarium. And in the substrate I used the Osmocote Plus again, just like I did in the 20-gallon. Because it works so great with the plants. It just, the only problem with it is the iron, and I got that solved now. It has its own CO2 system, which is below the tank. Alright, let's see if I can show you. Right down there. Excuse the messy looking wall. This is an old house, and no matter how much we clean, it still looks like shit. But the Bettas are happy. I built this hood myself, right up here, out of some scrap wood I had laying around and other things. It's going to get bright, hold on. But it has its own filter. This is a piece of plexiglass that I had laying around the house. I cut it to size and drilled it out myself. I cut a gap in the filter so it could slide down on top of it and put fresh water on both sides all the time. It's just the same lighting as the other tank, only these are 14 watts each. Regular soft white CFL bulbs. I put because that filter was so strong, it was sucking up his tail fin right there, and so I zip tied a piece of sponge filter to the inlet, and now everything's great. Let's see if I can give you a little steel shot of this, see if you can see it purling. This side is the CO2, that side is, if any bubbles you see over there, is just from the plants. Same with from here over. Any bubbles you see over here is just plants. There goes one over there, another one. I'm just trying to show you that the system does work. Works great. Before long, that'll all be carpeted in. Oh, and by the way, if you have any bettas, bettas love this hair grass. They love swimming down through it, rubbing themselves on it, and just overall hiding in it and looking for stuff. He's fresh from the store and he still loves it. We've had him for some time, but in a smaller tank. And now he's a lot better off. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, click that subscribe button and I'll update for some more.